Hi, my name is Rebecca and welcome to my channel. I'm going to show you something really quick for the last minute DIYers who want something quick, easy, and fast for the 4th of July. So a lot of people do not leave their patriotic decor up past the 4th of July. I am not one of those individuals. I like to keep mine up a little bit past the 4th of July. So for some odd reason, I have it in my head that, this can extend past the 4th of July, so I like to keep mine up for Memorial Day, a little bit past the 4th of July. Plus, I really have enjoyed the red, white, and cool decor that they've had out at Dollar Tree and the Hobby Lobby, and so I've kind of just gone with that for my summer decor, and I've mixed in a little bit of the gingham and the check, and I absolutely love it. So that has been my summer decor. But a lot of people just like their decor up for the 4th of July. And for some, it's kind of crept up, and they don't have a lot of, decor out for the 4th, and it's just right around the corner. So I'm going to show you a very quick and easy craft. Then they have their patriotic signs and things out for the 4th of July in the Dollar Tree still, and you can snag something up and have a little bit of a patriotic decor out for the 4th of July. So come craft with me. Dollar Tree carries the blank MDF signs. They are amazing. I love them. And when I see them, I always snag up 2 or 3 because they come in handy for so many things. I took some Waverly chalk paint in white, and I gave this a very quick light coat. I did not go for full coverage. I let some of the wood color come through and kind of poke through because I wanted the distressed look on this, and I was doing this quick and easy, and it didn't bother me to let some of this come through. I will also tell you that if you cannot find a sign or a particular thing that you see on Facebook or YouTube or Pinterest, don't lose hope, because Dollar Tree does not always stock things simultaneously in their stores. If you cannot find it in the store that you always shop at, you could go across town in a week or 2 and find the item that you're looking for. Or in a neighboring town. I call it the Dollar Tree tour. I do it occasionally. I will go to another Dollar Tree and find exactly what I'm looking for, because they don't always stock things simultaneously in their stores. It's a very sporadic stocking, and I actually kind of like it because I like to poke through and find things, and it's a hunt and seek and a peck and find kind of situation. I use some Waverly antique wax and a chip brush, and I just put a little bit amount on the end of my brush and kind of went over this in a very dry brush kind of fashion. And so that's why I wasn't going for a full coverage on this, because I was going to go through and kind of add to the character and the wood detail that was already there. It does not take very much of this antique wax on your brush. I didn't dab it. That was my bad, my mistake. And so in order to fix that, I took a little bit of the Waverly chalk paint on the white, and I kind of put it on a baby wipe. It's pre-moistened, and on that big kind of smear across the bottom where I didn't dab my brush off very good. And I took the white paint on that baby wipe, and I just went over it with the baby wipe and kind of covered that up a little bit, and then it added the color that I wanted to. So nothing's permanent, everything's fixable, and so there's really no big mistake that you can make when it comes to crafting, and you can just add to and take away and make things look however you want them to look. That was a hard lesson for me to learn. I used to freak out a little bit more than what I do now, and now it's a little bit more easy and laid back. I had bought this Decor Sign at the Dollar Tree, and I took it apart. It's cute. It's cute the way it is, but I kind of just wanted to make it a little bit of my own and a little bit more into my decor style, I guess. And so I'm not fond of the ribbons and that kind of thing. So I just decided to take it apart and make it a little bit more my style. And so I just took it apart. It pops really easily, and then the staples just pull out. And if they're left in there, then you can either take like your pair of scissors or a little bit of tent and snips and just kind of pull the staples out, but they just come apart really, really easily. And so I didn't worry about the ribbon because I'm not going to save it for anything. So it just pops right out of there, and I wasn't concerned about tearing up the back. If you pull straight up, then that just pops right out of there. So anyway, easy peasy breezy, no harm, no foul. The staples will kind of fly hither and yon, so you have to be careful about that. I just laid it out in the design that I kind of thought that I wanted to create, and kind of eyeballed it and kind of messed with it and fussed with it a little bit until I had it the way I thought I wanted it to lay out. And then I had a bag of just mix matched parts that I saved. Beads and popsicle sticks or craft sticks and different things. And I had this end that I had, it's a paint stick, and I thought it was the right thickness, and then I took my miter shears and I cut off the craft sticks and kind of made it the right thickness because I just kind of wanted it to stand. The sign has a little bit of a ridge, and I wanted it to stand up and kind of give it a little bit of a detail, a little bit of dimension. And so once I had the depth that I needed it to be, I just took my hot glue gun and I glued my sticks together and glued it to my sign, and then I just started gluing my popsicles down. My middle sign is a little bit, kind of stands out a little bit more than the two on either end. Once I had everything glued down the way that I wanted them to be and everything in place, then I worked on this little welcome sign, and I just ran a bead of hot glue along the top edges, and then I just kind of held that little welcome sign in place and got it right where I wanted it to be, and I just held it until the hot glue cooled. And I thought it just turned out really cute, and it's a little bit different than what it originally looked like when I bought it at Dollar Tree. So very easy. I did glue the popsicles that were on the very ends. I did glue those on last because the ribbon banners on the welcome sign, I wanted them to be kind of even, and so I knew that the middle would be underneath the welcome sign, and I didn't want anything to be off centered and off kilter, so I actually did glue the end pieces underneath the ribbon banners on last. And then I did want them to kind of hang down just a little bit, and I just built it all up with my paint stair sticks, the little ends that I had used on a different project and I had in my little odds and end bag, and different kind of craft sticks. And that's how I built this all up, and I put them all at different heights, and I thought it turned out really cute. You could actually stop there and you could have a really cute sign, but I thought maybe it needed a little bit something more. So I had some scatter, some foam scatter that I had been crafting with, and so I took some different stars out and I just put some coordinating stars a little bit here and there on my little sign. I kind of played with the colors and figured out where I thought everything looked the best, and once I had everything eyeballed just the way that I wanted, everything, and I thought that I wanted everything to look, then I just took my hot glue gun and just put a little dab of hot glue, and I held it into place until the hot glue cooled, and then I had my little foam scatter glued onto my little sign, and it was just that easy. I wrapped some of this nautical jute twine around my fingers probably 10 to 15 times. It depends on how thick and how full that you want your little bow to be. Then I cinch it up in the middle, and I just tie it in a very tight knot in the middle, just a very tight knot, and that makes a little bow. And I just I fluff out the ends, and then I just trim the ends off as close as what I want. I did make a double knot so it was nice and tight, and then on this particular project I did not want a bunch of loose ends, so I clipped them pretty short, and then I just hot glued that at the end of the middle popsicle just to make a little bow, because I think bows just make everything better. And then my little sign is complete. I hung it up so that everybody could see it when they walk in the door, because it goes with my red, white, and cool theme, and I just thought it turned out so very cute. And it's just a Dollar Tree redo. Everything is Dollar Tree products, and it took absolutely no time in the world to make. It's so easy, but it is absolutely adorable, and I love it. I had this idea when I seen this permanent vinyl roll of paper at the Dollar Tree, and this cute little flower pot at the Dollar General. The flower pot was $1, and it kind of looked like a little flower petal. I thought it was adorable, so I just cut little strips out of this permanent vinyl from the Dollar Tree, and I followed the lines of this gingham. I love the gingham and the red, white, and blue, and all of this to me goes along with summer and patriotic and the red, white, and cool theme. It just fits together so perfectly. I think it's just absolutely adorable. And these little rolls are not very long, so I just cut my little roll, and then I laid it at the top of this little flower pot from the Dollar General, and I kind of made sure that I took my finger, and you could take, like, your little scraper tool, but I actually just used my finger and just laid it down, and then I took my craft knife and I just went around the top of the little embellishment on the flower pot, and I trimmed that off really nice and even. And I took my scissors and I cut the bottom off so that it would kind of fold in underneath the pot. I did that on all four sides of this little pot. It just added a little bit of something, and it just kind of tied in with everything that I had going on with my summer decor, and I thought it turned out absolutely adorable. It was so easy to do. This permanent vinyl just added something that this little pot needed. I found a begonia on the clearance rack at Walmart. I believe it was 75 cents for like a flat of 4. And so I just put one little begonia into this little pot, and I added it to my front table, my little entryway next to my patriotic tier tray, and I have just a little piece that ties in with my patriotic summer theme, and it is so cute. It kind of brings in a little bit of summer. It kind of brings in a little bit of life with this live plant, and I love everything that this little pot gives me, and I did it on a total budget with supplies from the Dollar Tree and the Dollar General, and I'm just totally in love with this little project. So if you are a crafter like me and you really like some of the signs, but you just want to add your own bit of flair to it, it doesn't take a lot of time and effort to make a cute little piece to hang up with your existing decor and have a new piece of patriotic decor to hang up for this season. So don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell so that you know when I've uploaded my next video, and give me a thumbs up. Happy crafting, and thanks for watching Crafts Lost in Chaos.